Imagine this. You're leading a high-stakes transformation and AI is central to the strategy. But as data flows in and decisions roll out, you start to feel like something crucial is missing. Why aren't stakeholders fully aligned? Why are questions about AI's reliability popping up? Stay with me to discover the overlooked essentials that keep AI on track and trusted at every level. As AI becomes a bigger part of the way we work, there's a growing challenge. Compliance issues, data biases, regulatory hurdles, and the loss of user trust if AI isn't transparent. These are just a few of the risks that need attention if we're to harness AI responsibly. Now, the reality is, without solid AI governance, companies risk implementing AI that could do more harm than good. AI's potential is massive, like a rocket ready to launch. But without the right structure, principles, and practices, it's like strapping that rocket to a skateboard. Yes, it's going to go fast, but probably not in the direction you want it to go. According to IBM, only 21% of executives believe that AI governance practices are fully mature. That means a staggering 80% of organizations are falling behind in addressing the ethical, operational, and strategic challenges AI introduces. In my view, that's a deeply troubling gap. For CEOs, this should raise alarm bells because inadequate governance can expose their companies to significant risks, from regulatory scrutiny to loss of stakeholder trust, potentially undermining both growth and competitive advantage. Now, before we dig deeper, very important, there's a free PDF you can download that complements this video. It gives you more in-depth explanations of what I'm going to cover in this video, case studies and quizzes, along with reflective questions. To download this important PDF, click the link below this video or go to gov4.ai/T, that's TEA. And then you'll have also joined my free PDF club. That means you'll automatically receive my free weekly PDF lessons alongside all my news, course updates, and offers. It's a free service and you can unsubscribe at any time. IBM's Enterprise Guide to AI Governance presents a very useful framework for addressing the challenges I mentioned earlier. And you can also download that PDF in the description below. They've distilled the principles of trustworthy AI into 3 key factors, which are transparency, explainability, and accountability, or as I like to call it, T. Now, these are clear and simple guiding principles. But to put them into action takes more than just theoretical knowledge. It requires a cultural shift and practical steps that make these principles a part of daily operations. Now, I'd like to walk you through my take on how to implement AI governance effectively with transparency, explainability, and accountability as the foundation. So let's first talk about accountability. IBM suggests that accountability for AI governance should be driven by senior leadership. Now, while that's very true, I believe that accountability doesn't stop at the top. It really needs to be woven into the fabric of the entire organization. Assigning a single executive to oversee AI is a good start, but it's not enough. Accountability needs to be shared, integrated across all layers of the company. Now, here's what effective accountability looks like in practice. First, integrate AI governance into your daily operations. AI governance should be more than an abstract concept that sits on a PowerPoint slide. It needs to be part of daily responsibilities of everyone involved with AI, whether they're in data science, product management, or customer service, or any other function. Now, this means that each team member understands the role they play in maintaining AI's ethical and operational integrity. Next, establish regular, transparent reporting. Set up structured, recurring reports that monitor AI's impact, the challenges encountered, and the steps taken to address those challenges. Now, this reporting shouldn't be confined to top executives. Make it accessible to everyone involved in AI projects so that they can all see how AI governance is being actively managed and improved. And define clear roles and responsibilities. Accountability can easily fall through the cracks when roles are not clear. So define specific roles within your AI projects, from data management and ethics to compliance and user interaction. When each person understands their unique responsibilities, accountability becomes a shared effort and nothing critical slips through the cracks. IBM's recommendations to assign an executive to AI governance is essential. But in practice, accountability becomes powerful when it's distributed. Now, it should be a collective responsibility that runs through the entire organization. Only then can we ensure AI is used wisely and responsibly. Now, next, let's consider transparency. In my view, transparency in AI isn't just about meeting compliance standards or checking regulatory boxes. It's about creating an open culture where all stakeholders, from the C-suite to entry-level employees, feel informed, comfortable, and confident in how AI operates. True transparency involves moving way beyond black box AI and making sure everyone understands the basics of what AI is doing and why. Let's look at a few ways to establish meaningful transparency. First, you can simplify AI processes for accessibility. AI can be intimidating and overly complex, but it doesn't have to be. Make AI decision-making processes understandable to non-experts, and use plain language to describe the basics of AI models and the data they're based on, not jargon that most people don't understand. When people can grasp what's happening under the hood, they're far more likely to trust and effectively use AI. Encourage cross-departmental collaboration. Involve multidisciplinary teams in AI discussions and governance decisions. Different perspectives, from legal and ethical to technical and operational, are essential for transparency. When diverse teams come together, they reveal potential biases and gaps that a single team might miss. A transparent process should be one where everyone, from HR to IT to marketing, has a seat at the table. And build a culture of openness on AI practices. Establish a culture where employees feel comfortable questioning or raising concerns about AI practices. True transparency means empowering employees to speak up if something seems off. Now, this isn't just about meeting compliance standards. It's about creating a culture where open dialogue on AI practices is really encouraged and welcomed. IBM's emphasis on diverse teams for AI transparency is absolutely correct. However, I'd argue that transparency must go beyond process and include cultural elements that invite all perspectives. When transparency is part of the day-to-day, it builds a solid foundation for both accountability and trust. And the third critical element in AI governance is explainability. This is a big one. AI explainability goes way beyond transparency. It's about ensuring that people actually understand what the AI is doing and why. This is especially important when AI is involved in critical decision-making processes. Explainability is essential for building confidence in AI outputs, and it allows people to trust AI's insights without blindly following them. Now, here's how explainability can be implemented effectively. You need to design AI with built-in human collaboration. From the outset, AI systems should be built to encourage human oversight and interaction. AI should support decision-making, not replace it. Design models that allow users to understand the factors influencing AI outputs so they can question, challenge, and refine AI's results. Remember that explainability should enhance human intelligence, not bypass it. Next, invest in practical AI training for your teams. Give your employees the tools they need to interpret AI outputs. Now, this doesn't mean they need to become data scientists, but they should know how to critically assess AI insights. Offer practical training on AI interpretation, allowing your team members to understand the why behind AI outputs and feel confident spotting issues or raising questions. And foster a feedback-driven culture. Encourage open discussions around AI outputs. Establish feedback loops that allow users and developers alike to scrutinize, question, and improve AI's outputs. Explainability should be a collaborative process where AI outcomes are examined and refined regularly, and this needs to be part of your organizational DNA. IBM's focus on human-AI collaboration for explainability is absolutely spot on. However, I believe explainability must go further, with proactive training and a culture that values questioning AI outputs. In this way, explainability doesn't just become a technical feature, but a core part of how AI operates within your company. So let's pull it all together now. Accountability, transparency, and explainability are the foundation of effective AI governance. But to make these principles work in the real world, they need to be actionable. So here's a quick recap of the steps we've covered. First, make accountability a shared responsibility and move beyond top-down directives. Hold everyone responsible for ethical and effective AI use, creating a governance framework where accountability is a shared commitment. Next, build practical transparency. Go beyond compliance requirements to create an open environment where AI processes are understandable and accessible, fostering a culture of openness around AI practices. And then focus on real-world explainability. Equip your teams to understand and challenge AI's outputs. Prioritize a human-centric approach to AI, where collaboration and understanding are built into every stage of AI development and deployment. The IBM Guide provides a really excellent framework for understanding AI governance. But real success lies in bringing these principles to life in a way that aligns with your company's culture, needs, and goals. Being aware of good principles is one thing, but putting them into practice is quite another challenge. And that's where great managers and leaders really stand out. AI governance isn't just about avoiding risks. It's about setting AI up to become a trustworthy and effective part of your organization's strategy. The future of AI is bright, but only if we commit to governance structures that promote trust, accountability, and clear understanding. When we enhance accountability, transparency, and explainability, we're not just protecting ourselves from risk, We're unlocking AI's full potential for really meaningful, sustainable growth. The organisation that prioritises these principles today will be the leaders of tomorrow in an AI-driven world. Now, picture that transformation I mentioned at the start of the video, but this time with a framework of accountability, transparency, and explainability in place. Stakeholders feel aligned, confident, and clear about AI's role. And you're not fielding questions, you're building trust. Those three essentials create not just a trusted system, but a foundation for AI to drive meaningful, lasting change in your organisation. Thanks for watching. You can download IBM's report in the description below, and you can also download our own PDF workbook, which aligns with IBM's recommendations, and we've designed it to help organizations looking for concrete steps and tools to get started with AI governance and take it to the next level of maturity. I'll see you in another video.